You need to know when it comes to Anfield, White Hart Lane, about any away game. Even though, yeah, we have put in performances away from home. But boy, this is why I tell you there's a lot of football to be played. If you're City, you're happy. If you're Spurs, you've got part of the extra motivation. If you're Chelsea, United, not losing yesterday means that much more. And at least if you're Liverpool losing to Nottingham Forest, there's at least some else. Because again, Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, United, Liverpool, if I've missed someone out, we're all going to be fighting for fourth, innit? 3 minutes left, Selesi. Long ball forward, Tomiyasu. Even Partey's looking leggy now, man. Look, doing too much, bro. There you have it. Both teams don't know whether to stick or twist. Southampton seem to believe in themselves a lot more. I honestly believe they're going to get a second. I'll be surprised if Arsenal, the way it's playing right now, I'll be surprised if you walk away with a point. Southampton are showing better game management, better bottle, better attacking intent when they can gamble. And for me, the most disappointed one is 2 points dropped from a winning position. No one gives you anything in the Prem. Look, 2 people going for the same ball there. Ref has done Southampton a bit dirty there because he's let them play on and then the flag's gone up. The ref might have been poor, but I think personally Arsenal should have had that. Would have been onside as well. We should have had a penalty. There's been some bookie decisions, but the ref is not the reason why Arsenal are not winning right now. Like, we didn't take our chances. I would say more important than not taking our chances in the first half or putting the game to bed in the first half would probably be how we started the second half. Legs look gone. Maybe the PSV game is playing a massive part, but again, this is what we signed up with the squad we came into the season with. We're just going to have to get on with it. Jesus losing the ball cheaply, and we're going to lose. If we keep losing the ball here, we're going to lose. Even Theo Walcott will take advantage. Theo Walcott, Gabriel's booked. Oh, fair enough. If the ref says Theo Walcott's dived. Didn't see that. Fair enough. I can't lie. If he did die, that's a bloody good bit of acting because I didn't think he did. Oh, fair enough. Referee, you know what? As I said, if the ref does bookie decisions, you have to get onto them. But when they've called it, he's called that. 89 minutes on the clock. That's a fantastic call because to me, it did look like Gabriel pulled away, but he looked like he fouled his man. And Southampton are doing the cramp and all of these things. I hear it, man. I don't blame you lot, man. You got to do what you got to do. You got to get how you live in this day and age. He looked fouled there. Ref says you still got it, though. And again, I have to salute it. The Prem loves City. That's a fact. City irrelevant from this. I'll leave you to it. I don't know what that has to do with Southampton or Arsenal, apart from the obvious ties. Eddie and Ketty are not strong enough or good enough. Loses the ball there. Normal service resumed. Arsenal have a throw in. We won the first half. They won the second half. And then if it stays like this is why it's 1-1. I know media sentiment and segments when speaking about these clubs or whoever's at the 5 minutes of added on time or whoever's at the top of the table. But if you look at it, United and Chelsea are quite close. Arsenal, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs, City, they're all next to each other. And there's hella games to play. So, yeah, man. I'll take a draw based on definitely the last couple of moments. You know, again, what Arsenal should have seen was it in the first half there was a period where we conceded like a million corners. We should have seen from then a glimpse as to what could happen if you give Southampton encouragement. But we haven't learned our lessons from Leeds. Giving teams encouragement sooner or later, you're not always going to get away with it, innit? The team looks flat, if I'm completely honest. Games like this should put some Arsenal fans back on earth. Tomiyasu Media attempt at crossing. Partey is plucked off him. Fabio Vieira, no clue what he's done. Southampton don't care where it goes. It's just getting clipped there and it's gone. Credit to Southampton. 2 more goal scoring tries over, bro. It's over, man. It's just some days you just have to, it's not our day, man. Granite. Fabio Vieira. This guy, bro. Disaster class in his cameo. And now we're having some defending to do. We're lucky that Ward-Prowse is tired. Fabio Vieira, he's been terrible off the bench, mate. Saka, terrible that we're doing. We're going to lose the game. It's over, man. Look, Xhaka's finished. Edozie about to rip us. Gabriel, I did beg you don't dive in. Thank you. Getting ripped by Love Island youths. Edozie twisting and turning, bobbing and weaving. Oh, Tierney. Thank you. You and Gabriel, I can't lie. Fair enough. Eddie Nketiah will chase a lost cause. That's what he's good for. But credit to Eddie. Credit to Eddie making a meal of that. Oh, ref. Shut up, man. What are you going to do to Eddie? You think we're scared of you, Viking twat? We ain't scared of you because you got the Viking look. What? Do him something. Do him something. Suck your mum, man. Do something. Ref, did you see that? He literally, that ref, what's all of that? He literally is a bit of a feisty one, ain't ya? Bit of a feisty one, aren't ya? If you want to get that close to Eddie, ask him for his number. We're an all-inclusive channel, mate. I can't lie, to be fair, Eddie's pulling him and that. Ref, he's loads of that. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You absolute muppet. Because you got tattoos, guys are scared. You look how you bust out when Xhaka's there. Do that in the tunnel. Your team's just about to get a good result. In the last 3 games, they wouldn't have lost. And you're doing that with 2 minutes. Shut up, man. Big up Eddie, man. You did pee him off. He is right to react, but allow it, man. Saliba, heading's not a strong point. Saka's fouled there, ref. Saka puts it into the channels, but again, it's Fabio Vieira and Eddie Nketiah. Can't expect too much. Ref, just lock the game now, man, so we can do the review and all of these things, man. Granit Xhaka. Party. Standards are gone, man. Standards are gone. Xhaka has to take a yellow. You got to back it, man. Either we all get crashed together or we do crashings together, man. There's no one run. If you can't win, don't lose. And that's been what I've been consistently telling myself in the last 20 minutes. The game's gone. They've named this brother man of the match, who ironically is a Norway colleague of Godegaard. I would have thought the guy who tried to fight, you just tried to fight. Eddie's been better than him. I think Selesu's been good. Yeah. Dirtbag, but we'd love it, man, if he was on our club. Couple of seconds left. Jesus, just accept that we're not winning, bro. Just someone proper take the throw. Like, you can't win, don't lose. As I said, it's become clear that it's been a that thing in this second half, definitely the last 20. Hopeful by Gabriel, and Eddie's not going to make nothing happen there. Eddie's not fouled there by Bizarnu. I hope that the ref has something to say, but yeah, man. Really like this keeper. Good addition, you know. Again, Southampton, respectfully, Bella Kocha is going to get sold for money. One day that keeper is going to get sold for money. And there's definitely a next player you got that's hard. Livramento, but there's definitely someone else I'm forgetting about. For Southampton, I have to give them credit. They didn't, you know, sit here and bow down just because Arsenal are in a good run of form. Just like with going to Old Trafford, they maintained their sort of hoodoo over us. They've had injuries. They've had loss of form. They've put 4, you know, they've got 5 points across the last 3 games for a team that's been struggling. That is a great one for them. So, yeah, man, it deservedly ends 1-1. Drop points from winning positions. It's frustrating. Winning, losing comes with it. So that's not necessarily frustrating for me. It's the fact of you could see what was happening. You know, we had a good first half. We didn't take our chances. There was a second period in the first half, people, where there were just like a million corners from Southampton. We should have seen what was happening. Ultimately, you know, at halftime, I said it then. I said, if you put yourself in Southampton's shoes, you should say that you're overrating Arsenal. Arsenal have given you a half chance, and you've given Arsenal a half chance, and they've taken it. You know, apart from that, they haven't done anything. So, yeah, we didn't take our chances. Odegaard had a great chance in the first half. We didn't really create anything. We lost control of the game in the first half at a period, and we lost control in the second half. You know, we've beaten teams in better form. So we've dropped points against a team in terrible form. You know, not that all of that stuff means anything. As I said, credit to Southampton. There's injuries, managers' jobs on the line, and they've pulled off a great result, and they keep St. Mary's hoodoo going. For me, it's disappointing because we dropped points from winning position. We dropped 2 valuable points in a game of fine margins. With you got Spurs and Newcastle. Spurs probably win that. Obviously United and Chelsea drew, Liverpool lost as well. We're all going to be in and amongst there. We've set high standards, so it is quite disappointing. But that result's been brewing. There was elements of what we did today against Leeds, and sometimes there's no running away from the performance. Just like our Arsenal fans talk about the level of performance by Spurs, regardless of where they're at in the table. So it's not all doom and gloom. It's just disappointing because we dropped points from winning position. We played into their hands, and it's another ground where, like Old Trafford, specifically in St. Mary's, for me, these are the grounds that Arsenal struggle at. And for one reason or another, you haven't walked away with 3 points. And that must be the first time in a hot second that we've drawn a game. So it's been a long time coming. And that must be the first time in a hot second that, we've drawn a game with holding on to points from a winning position. So they deserve that. You could argue Southampton deserved a lot more from the game. I'm not gonna waffle about referee decisions because we've been given some favorable ones this season. Do I think Gabriel Jesus should have a pen? Yes. Do I think there was a number of other shaky decisions? Yes. But we can't control them variables. We can control not conceding certain goals, scoring more goals and other things, and I don't think we've done that. So it is what it is. Jesus hasn't taken the minimal chances he has. I think the one that needed to be taken was Odegaard's. Obviously, Tierney technically set up Odegaard again. Hobel went out. So, yeah, it's not all doom and gloom, but it is a frustrating 2 points where it could be something. I don't think a single player can say they were amazing today. And, again, showed our youthfulness. And maybe, you can see the tiredness creeping into our legs, really and truly, if I'm honest. But, yeah, man, we drew. Credit to Southampton, really. It's not all doom and gloom. We move, innit? We've all got our lives. Their centre-backs were allowed to get away with a lot, 100%. But again, Arteta's no idiot, neither are the players. These men knew what they were stepping into, bro. You knew Southampton were going to do that. We do that to some defenders, especially in the big games. And we haven't been good at all today like that, but at least we've not lost and we've walked away with a point. A bit like we were terrible by our own standards we've set this season against Leeds and we've won. So there is a new mentality. There is all of these sort of things, but it's a case now of fans keeping your feet on the ground. As I always I'm not trying to be that for the sake of it, but we're not. I know football's a drug. When things are going great, everybody gets excited. When things are going bad, misery likes company. But this squad has a long way to go. Based on that second half, very fortunate that we didn't lose that. Based on the way we started the first half, you did start to see tired legs, but people are holding on to the ball too long. People are doing things above their pay grade, creeping into old habits. You could see the tired legs towards the end of the game, like last 10 minutes, we're losing the ball in areas we don't need to. It doesn't matter if you started games and then kind of went quiet. Fabio Vieira come off the bench and he was very stinky, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, man, it is annoying because Martinelli got subbed by the gaffer. I don't know why. Why did you get timed? I didn't do that. You're always here. Annoyed at that. This game screened for a Smith Rowe superstar. I'm not gonna lie, when Martinelli came off, the game was done. I mean, Martinelli did look a bit gassed out, and he's obviously Arteta was speaking last game about how he's been kind of ill this week and at times. So it's always to be said, but it kind of shows us the limitations of this squad, and that depth is an issue, Carl. I'm not trying to be critical, and again, just trying to be honest. Like Fabio Vieira's got potential to be lit for us right now. It's a bit hit and miss. He might show 1-2 promising a disappointing defeat against United. He might score a banger against Brentford, but he was meaty against PSV. He was meaty off the bench today. Really good stick. It was a stinker, really and truly from him. Obviously, Eddie Nketiah, I support the guy and whatnot, but I don't have any real belief that you're going to score a goal and do any of them things there. So it shows the limitations and the dangers we're playing. It's also difficult because obviously you can take 4 points now from the next 2, but I did want six points to close out this game. And it's just made, one benefit is Saliba and Jesus ain't got yellows. Hopefully they don't get booked against Nottingham Forest, but it's just mean that we have to beat Forest now because again, after that, it's with Chelsea, man. Southampton did their thing, bro. You have to give Southampton their praise. They fouled us when they could. They were aggressive and physical and stuff like that. Had me scared. Any set piece they had, they conceded, didn't crumble. They probably feel the second half they should have won the game. as I said, they have enough injuries with their team. Their managers, there's question marks. They've got 5 points in their last 3 games now, including today, but they walked into this game with 4 from their last 6, although they didn't have a winning 5. And you've seen, well, this is a bit of a hoodoo for us to go to and win games. It won't surprise me if Southampton, whoever they got next week, go and get turned over. But when it comes to Arsenal at St. Mary's, we're in issues in it. So credit to Arsenal, really. You didn't finish your dinner, Again, that maybe it's fatigue, but that sort of clinicalness that we were showing in the first few weeks of the season, getting 1 goal, then getting 2, 3, it's not there. And anytime it's only 1-0, you're flirting. As you heard me say in the live stream, I'll be surprised if we win this 1-0. Because it's been happening and we've been due that performance. So if you can't win, don't lose. While it's frustrating that 2 points have been dropped, and I think it's going to be a terrible week because obviously Crystal Palace lost, we dropped points. Obviously, it's going to, Liverpool did lose, but I reckon Newcastle are going to get turned over by Spurs, in my opinion. At least a former Gooner and William did a madness, allegedly. So, yeah. But this is what it is with football. And as an Arsenal fan, I don't know what a draw is typically. And we have been winning, but winning, losing, and drawing comes with it. Sometimes you win games you're supposed to lose, really, like against Leeds. Sometimes you get just what you deserve, which probably is just a point today. Against Thingy. Sometimes you play like how we did potentially against City last season and get nothing, when you might deserve more. But then when you look into the games and things and remove emotion, you do kind of always get what you deserve. So it is what it is, man, if I'm completely honest with you. So you get what you deserve, man. Hopefully, and I think it's a nut against Leeds. We saw why subs, whether that was a midfielder or a striker, was required, or a winger. Think you saw why we need better squad depth as well, because if things are not quite happening, there's not a, I didn't see an 8, whether that be Odegaard or whatever, that can control the tempo of a game, which is also a way of defending, which I think we needed today. There's not another 6 or a combative figure. There's not really someone that you have any. I like Fabio Vieira, I like Nketiah, I like Lokonga, but in the grand scheme of just needing to grab 3 points and things like that, you don't really have faith in these Dons. And City are laughing because we've dropped 2 points now. Again, in the race for top 4, the one benefit is excluding United in today, where we've dropped 4 points out of the available, 30 odd this season, and we'd have taken that. It's disappointing. And in a game of fine margins in May, 2 points might be the difference between first and second and third and fifth. I don't know, people. So we'll have to see, really. And for me, the most annoying thing is just we didn't hold on to win 3 points from a winning position. If you're not able to do that in the Prem, you're not gonna get what you need, in it, really. We have rid our luck on occasions, and we rid it now. But at least Xhaka scored another right-footed effort as well. So yeah, man. It is what it is. What are you lot saying? I don't know why Martinelli came off still. I just have to assume tactical decision, man. I wouldn't say I jinxed it. Look. I really, because we drew. Look how excited this guy is. Look. Hello. Are you gonna chat shit about drawing the game, blood?
No. I'm just checking, seeing if you lot won. No. We patterned Southampton when we were away, I'm pretty sure.
Where are you in the table? You drew. Oh, so the great Man United fans are now claiming draws. Bro. I stream his music, people. Brother, I hear it. This is how I know Arteta's getting us back. Man are trying to crawl out of the woodworks because we drew. We drew, bro. We drew, bro. We drew. Where are you in the table? Mate, could you pattern Brentford? So what are you saying? Mate, what are you? This is dead. This is dead corn. The corn is dead. Like I'm just happy to still be on course for top Champions League. Just chill, bro. He was involved in the goal, man. Don't watch that, man. Like, wait, you can't talk about Saka when Jadon Sancho's dropping stinkers, bro. Like, I don't know about that low ski wannabe, bro. Say no more. Oh man, the man there coming out the woodworks already. Flipping hell, man. I'm just happy to be here, man, bro, man. The cord ain't fitting, bro. You know, one player I'm sick to death of Nketiah, absolutely. Sorry, what? You know, one player I'm sick to death of Nketiah, absolute joke of a player. F him off to Watford. Calm down. We be doing the same in it. Banter is banter. Banter has to fly in it. But then this means the gaps is closing. The gaps are closing. And this is why you can't count your chickens before they hatch. Because on paper, pardon me, I said that when you all asked me yesterday for my Premier League predictions, I said I have Spurs to beat Newcastle. I want to be wrong. I hope Newcastle live up to the hype. But Spurs go and win now. You know, they're 2 points behind us. United, we're City already 2 points. And Chelsea and United are not in bad position. Well, 8 points. United 8 points. But again, 11 games played. In general, you look at relegation table, you look at other things, and it's crazy. And you know what, Southampton, that could help them as well, because Leicester obviously won, Villa won. You keep doing what they've dropped down to 15th, but they keep doing what they're doing. So yeah, man. Love for the super chat, my bro. Bro, this Jesus guy's effing average. He killed 4 chances, 4 one-on-one chances. That's what happens when you have so many average players. Jesus not finishing his dinner. Odegaard not finishing his dinner. But we're remembering the handful of chances, you know. Let ourselves down for the set piece. Well, what when I say set piece, the goal Armstrong scored didn't end the first half as good as we could, didn't start the second half as good as we could. And this is what happens. Really and truly. Eddie on the wing, I don't know what that was, man. But this tells you that there's nothing in the squad, blood. Mate, the ref is one thing, but dead, man. Eddie was awful. This player loves to talk about game time, but he comes on and does that, and he starts in Europa, and has he even bagged in that? Bit harsh, you know. I think Eddie's only not bagged in the last 2 Europa starts. These man are meaty, man. Our own fans cause chaos, you know. We can be objective, it's true. He's never a winger, but that's all they got. Tarns, go away, mate. Oh man, I mean, United fans are chatting from 5th, and it is mad. But the agenda's agenda. In the end of the day, a team didn't win. It is what it is. We be doing the same. There's definitely been seasons where Arsenal have been terrible, and I've had thingies, man. It must be, man. Arteta keeps throwing Vieira into high leverage, high intensity games. Doesn't he know that you just got here? I mean, he's in the squad, isn't he? He's gonna have to use him. Man said another Xhaka weak foot volley. I'm leaving here with something. I mean, look, fat. How can content creators be catching corn? There's no jinxing. Arsenal were gonna draw sometime. Arsenal weren't gonna win every game. The Arsenal players are the ones in control of their destinies. You didn't follow runners where you let Armstrong score. You provided encouragement by not scoring more goals. I know football's an emotional game, but come on now. Like, I have 400 likes on YouTube as well. Appreciative to you lot for that, man. Saka non-existent. Bit harsh to say Saka's non-existent. And I did agree with Saka could have come off, but I did agree with the change where obviously Martinelli came off. He was looking a bit one-trick pony-esque. And again, I don't think he was going to play 90 minutes even if everything happened, because he's kind of been struggling in the week. Vieira for Odegaard was a bad sub. I hear you, but what else could we say? If it in the screen there, what else could we do? There's nothing else. There's no Smith Rowe. There's no Zinchenko. It was Meady. 2 pens. Should have been given a pen, but we can't. And I'm not saying you're wrong, but we can't control them variables. Even without the pens, we could have scored 2-3. There's been times this season actually, and last season, where we didn't finish where we needed to, where we scored enough goals. And yeah, we'll talk about the ref or whatever. You know, it is what it is. This stuff evens out, man. Maybe a couple bookie decisions went our way against Spurs and Liverpool. Maybe certain things went or didn't go our way today or against United. You know, maybe things went or didn't go our way against Leeds, and maybe the same things will happen. This is the Premier League. They're never going to fix the consistencies with VAR, with the referee. I'm not saying to condone it. I am definitely saying to condemn it. But anyone who has played Sunday League football, some of you lot playing now, some of you lot's dads used to coach you. Big up the professional Premier League, but your own fathers and uncles used to tell you, play to the whistle, forget the ref, expect the ref to be an idiot. The Southampton goal was coming. Probably was delayed even. So, yeah, we've got points. So, it is what it is. Martinelli was ill this week, so probably a precaution. Why did Odegaard go off as well? Didn't start during the week. I mean, let's be real. He's pulled off Odegaard a couple of times because Odegaard is a great player, but he's good in some periods, and then kind of bottled it when it's time to be in the trenches, man. Didn't agree with that one as well, man. I'm a City fan, so I'm delighted, as you should be. We have to go to City and win, Chelsea and win now. Competing with City, a draw is a loss. You lot compete with City, bro. I'm just focused on top 4. Like, I don't know about any of that. Never known you for such waffle. Cyrus, could be worse, man. You got to answer for someone with a kid in their display. You know, if you're passing on that decision making to your son, I feel sorry for them. You know, if you don't like what someone has to say, why on earth would you sit here and start listening? I know you got a son, but maybe you're in the closet, you're hiding something. I get it if you like the sound of my voice. I'm sure your baby mom does as well, man. She probably listening to me while you lot were making that little nigga, man. See, you're getting me out here, man. You know, you're getting me out of here. I wish you a good Sunday, man. On behalf of, you know, everyone else, you know, fuck it, suck it, man. I tried. The 50 Cent inside me was saying, get on to you, man. You know, if you don't like waffle, go put on the radio, my guy, or something else, man. But I hear it, you know, no one's happy. Arsenal didn't win. It's all vexed now. I hear it. Hit me, not the players, like Arteta would say. This is why I'm sick of lower table teams getting let off with rough play when we do it. It's not allowed, to be fair. I hear that, man. But we also have great opportunity to increase our lead over our rivals. We didn't take advantage of. But normality of performance, man. Appreciate that, team. At least it wasn't a loss. It feels like a loss anytime you're going to take winning points, you know. Like Chelsea, they took the lead yesterday via crazy circumstances, and then United scored an equalizer. It's obviously going to feel like a loss, but boy, it is what it is. It's not the same as that because I wouldn't have taken a draw if you offered it to me because I think we should be winning a game like this with the form they're in. But form goes out the table, man. It's not even gone rogue, man. Like, bro, like, what the man want from me, bro? Like, bro, allow me, man. Like, I don't send for no one. It is what it is, man. Now I am questioning man's parenting, bro. You know, Project Mbappe not gonna bang if you're thinking like that. Your youth's obviously a kid's a sponge, and if he's around a dad like that, damn, you might want to do a DNA test because true say one thing I hope the little nigga has is he ain't got your blood, but he might be a bit soft. Hey, stop, man, stop. It's all entertainment, not entertainment. I mean 100% of what I say about you, my dad. If you ever see me bash your work, man, like until then, shut the fuck up, man. You know what? Hey, let's have it, mate. I can't lie. I love being here with you, lot. Arsenal fans, whatever you lot support. It's a pleasure to be here and watch football with you, lot. Win, lose, or draw, mate. Eddie's a striker, and Tommy's not an effing left back. All I have to say. To be fair, Tommy Ashley just a bit meaty going forward, bro. Nelson is proper finished. Then I can't lie. I forgot Nelson was a thing today. Yeah, it might be harsh, but he ain't good enough for this club, which I'm sure you already know. I hear that. Jesus is great, but he can't strike a ball properly. Always scruffs his shots. That's why all his goals from come inside the box. I mean, it's a Brazilian Lacazette thing at the moment, man. Eddie needs rhythm. Well, you don't get into the strongest team. DG, why are you so calm? I'm fuming because it's not that I'm happy about the result, but what am I supposed to do? I can't. What can I do? Like, I can't change anything. The players can't change anything. The results happen. Winning and losing comes with football. I understand why you're frustrated. I share your frustrations, but in the grand scheme of things, what can I do? Football means the world to me. I can't take anything away from any of you lot, but football means more to me than the average person. It has given me a reason to live, which I appreciate you lot for helping me build this channel. It's all I seem to waffle about. It's all I know. It's all I have an interest with. Football is more than just a game. It's more than life itself. I've always told you, like, when I die, I want my ashes spread over the Emirates. But football is still just a game. I've got my health. Hope you lot got your health. And it's a luxury, especially in today's day and age, bro. If football is football is what you're vexed about, do you know how much of a privilege that is? Like, especially what's going on in the world. I know football is meant to be an escape and stuff, and it is. But yeah, man, it is what it is there. That's what I would say in relation to that, if that means anything. So yeah, man. And plus, I'm in a better mood. Like, I kind of like when trolls happen, you know. That's been a while. Just to know that brother is there at his screen, vexed, screw faced up. You could have just kept stum, mate.